If you're going to have a productive conversation with your doctor, it's helpful to know what the heck they're talking about, yeah? I want to highlight 3 medical terms doctors use that actually mean the opposite of how we normally use those words in everyday speech so that you don't miss a beat. In the meantime, what medical terms did you come to find out eventually meant something completely different than what you first thought? And let me know in the comments. And if you stick around, I will share with you my embarrassing story of a medical term that I completely misunderstood. All right, let's look at the first word, advanced. Now, in everyday speech, advanced often means something good, like smart. Hey, my kid just got into the advanced placement class of their high school. Advanced might also mean cutting edge, as in archaeologists just discovered artifacts from an ancient advanced civilization. In medicine, though, advanced usually means something bad. If you have advanced cancer, oncologists often use that word synonymously with stage 4, which means your chance of a cure is very, very low, if at all. If you have advanced dementia, that means your disease has become very serious and you have become very debilitated, and can mean that you're getting near the end of your life. To be honest, hearing the word advanced associated with any disease tends to carry serious implications about life expectancy. So if that's information that you find helpful, if you hear the word advanced, that should trigger you to press your doctor to elaborate on what exactly they mean by that. Let's look at the second word, progressing. Now, generally this means good stuff is happening too, right? In the corporate world, if your boss hears that your team's project is progressing, often they're happy to hear that, right? You want your project to be progressing. In medicine, though, progressing can go either way, honestly. If you are progressing in rehabilitation or therapy, that's often a good thing. If your disease is progressing, that's often a bad thing. So if you have progressive heart failure or progressive cancer, these are generally bad things to hear. Make sure you're getting clarification from your doctor about whether it's you or your disease that's progressing so you can act accordingly. All right, we're going to mix it up for the last one. The last term that I want to highlight is downgraded. Now, normally in everyday life, upgrades are the stuff of dreams, right? If you're on a flight and your seat has been upgraded, that is awesome news. Also, phone upgrades. Hey, everyone loves a phone upgrade, right? So naturally, you would think that a downgrade means something bad. Well, that's not true at all in medicine. And if you've already seen my other video about the term critical but stable, you know what I'm going to say here. But being downgraded in healthcare is a good thing if you're a patient. It means that the intensity of medical support that you need is being lessened. So if your condition is being downgraded, that means you're getting better usually. It generally means that you're recovering and just needing less medical support overall. So if you hear that term, generally speaking, you can breathe easy. All right, I told you if you stuck around, I'd share with you my embarrassing medical terminology story. And all right, here it is. When I was younger, before I went into medical school, I thought heart attacks were actually called hard attacks, like HARD. I don't know why. It sounded right. Like if someone had a heart attack, like bad things were happening. And like the context around when I heard this as a kid just sort of made sense. Like, oh, they had a heart attack. Yeah, that sounds really hard. It must have been a heart attack. And everyone seemed sad, so it just all kind of made sense in my head. And it wasn't until much later I realized that we were talking about that person's heart. And yeah, that was a little embarrassing to hear. And now you have that story as well, and hopefully it gave you just a little bit of a chuckle. All right, thanks for watching.